If the demand is suddenly increased, the company should be able to supply the goods to the market. So this distribution channel helps to maintain and store the goods. Flexibility means distribution channel helps to reach the consumer easily. So if the demand is increased, you can easily reach the consumer. You can supply more to the consumers. The distribution channel is also responsible for promoting the product. Hello everyone, I am Meghana from the Department of Commerce, lecturing in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the session 1 of Unit 4, subject Principles of Marketing. In the last session, we have finished with pricing and promotion. In today's session, let us start with a new unit, that is Unit 4, Place in Marketing Mix. In today's session, let us discuss with introduction, meaning and definition, objectives and functions of distribution channels. So we finished with product, price, promotion. Then last P is place, that is distribution channel. Let's start with today's session. First, introduction about distribution channel. What is distribution channel? A distribution channel represents a chain of business or intermediaries through which the final buyer purchases a goods or services. Distribution channel includes wholesaler, retailer, distributors and internet. In the direct distribution channel, the manufacturer sells directly to the consumers. Indirect channel, it involves multiple intermediaries before the product ends up the hands of final consumers. That means distribution channel represents a chain of business or intermediaries. Chain of business. The manufacturer, they produce goods in order to satisfy the consumers. So here they produce goods or services. They produce in order to reach this final consumers. So this after production, they need to reach this final consumers. So in order to reach this final consumers, they need to take route. Either they may come through this or they may come through this. So route taken to reach the final consumers. So when you produce the goods, after the consumption of the goods only, then transaction or then the process is completed. After producing the goods, the work of manufacturer is finished. That means the production of goods is finished. But after consuming the goods only, the process, entire process is completed. So, in order to reach the final consumers, they need to take some route. They need to take some route to reach the final consumers. This route, this process is called distribution channel. So, here the manufacturer may directly reach the final consumer or they may indirectly reach the final consumers. Indirectly means through intermediaries. Through intermediaries, they reach the final consumers. This process, this route is considered as a distribution channels. So, in order to reach the final consumers, reaching the goods from the manufacturer to the final consumer is an important factor. So, after reaching the final consumers only, the process will complete. After reaching the final consumer, then after consuming the goods, then the entire process will complete. So, in order to complete the process, you require distribution channels. So, distribution plays an important role while reaching the goods to the final consumers. So, here either it may be a direct distribution channel. Manufacturer may directly distribute to the consumers, or they may involve the manufacturer, involve retailer, distributor, internet, wholesaler, agent to transport the goods from one person to manufacturer to the final consumers. So this transfer of goods from the manufacturer to the final consumer, this process is called distribution channel. The next, meaning and definition of distribution channel. A distribution channel is a chain of business or intermediaries through which goods or services passes until it reaches the final buyers or the end users. The distribution channel can be include wholesaler, retailer, distributor or internet. That means through the manufacturer, how it reach the final consumers. So manufacturer through the agent, wholesaler, retailer, then final consumers. So after reaching the final consumers only, then the distribution channel is completed. So to reach the final consumers, you need to meet all these intermediaries. So this route is considered as distribution channel. So to reach the final consumers, the goods should reach this final consumers. So the main objective of the manufacturer is to produce goods to reach the final consumers. So after reaching the final consumer only, this distribution channel is completed. So this route is considered as distribution channel. Next, the term distribution channel refers to the methods used by a company to deliver its product or services to the end consumers. That means the main intention is to reach the final consumers, not to meet this middlemen. Their intention is to reach the final consumers. Then, in order to reach the consumers, they use this intermediaries. So here, to reach the end consumers, it often involves a network of intermediary business such as manufacturers, wholesalers and retailers. Selecting and monitoring distribution channel is a key component of managing supply chain. That means here distribution channel refers to the channel. Distribution channel refers to the method used by a company. Method used by a company to deliver its product or services. There are various methods. Manufacturer can reach the final consumers in a two-way. Directly they can reach the final consumers. Directly manufacturer will reach the consumer, or they may involve only one person, that is retailer, or they may use wholesaler, then retailer, then final consumer, or manufacturer may use agent, then wholesaler, then retailer, then consumer. They may use all this intermediary to reach the final consumers. So, any method out of this, any method used by the manufacturer to deliver the goods or services to the end users. All in this process, the ultimate goal is to reach this consumer. So here, any method used by the manufacturer to reach the final consumer is called distribution channel. So here, the manufacturer has to first adopt the distribution channel. From this, any of the suitable channel they can adopt for their company or the organization, they need to monitor or they need to manage this distribution channel, whether they are working effectively. This intermediaries, whether they are working effectively, whether the goods reach to the final consumers or not, whether they are satisfied with this distribution channel or not. So they need to monitor this process and they need to make a changes as required. So it's a process of choosing, or it's a process of adopting the distribution channel method by the company in order to reach the goods from the manufacturer to the final consumer. Next one, according to Philip Kotler, every produce seek to link together the set of marketing intermediaries that best fulfill the firm's objective. This set of marketing intermediaries is called marketing channel. So, the trade channel and the channel of distribution. Here, according to Philip Kotler says every producers seek to link together this set of marketing intermediaries. That means manufacturer or producer, they seek for the intermediaries. They seek for intermediary to reach the final consumers. So, all together, all the wholesaler, agent, retailer and middleman, all this intermediary all together, they try to link all together to fulfill the objectives. The objective of the organization is to make profit as well as to satisfy the consumers. So here, if you satisfy the consumers, in order to satisfy the consumer, you need to reach your goods to the consumer. So to reach the consumer, try to link all this intermediary. So if the consumer is satisfied, the company may get profit. So that both the objectives, profit as well as consumer satisfaction, is fulfilled. So that in order to satisfy the organizational objective or company's objective, they try to link all these intermediaries together to fulfill, to give the best results, to the consumers, to work effectively, to give effective results. So they try to link all these intermediaries together. So in the process of reaching the goods from the manufacturer place to the final consumers, they use this intermediary to fulfill and to give the effective results in reaching the final consumers. So this is all about meaning and definition of distribution channel. Next, objectives of distribution channel. Under the first one, product availability. So distribution channel helps to available your product. Distribution channel make your product available wherever the demand is more. You can distribute your product at a larger area. You can expand your business to various locations. So distribution channel helps to increase the availability of your product. So if your product is available at a local areas to the consumers, they prefer to purchase the products. The consumer prefer to purchase the product which is easily available to the consumers. So the product availability, the main objective of distribution channel is to increase the availability of your product. Next, meeting consumers' service requirements. So the consumers prefer to purchase the products which are easily available and you can get the services easily. So the distribution channel, you can give services to the consumers. So you can clarify their doubts, or personally you can send one person to guide them or to give instruction for the product usage. So to meet the consumer's requirements. So the consumer requirements are your product should be easily available and they should get the services from your company side. So in order to meet the consumer services requirement, the distribution channel helps to meet the consumer requirement. Next, promotional support. So distribution channel helps to, it supports your promotional activity. Distribution channel helps your promotional activity. If your product is available in a local areas, if your product is spread all over the areas, so that it helps to increase the customers. You can take the promotional activity, you can attract the customers so that your product is easily available, as well as the retailer or the wholesaler, they can influence your consumers or non-consumers to make use of your products. So it supports your promotional activity. Next, market information. So distribution channel, these intermediaries give the information about the market. So the changes in the market and how to adopt. It gives the information about the changes in the market and changes in the consumer preference, so that the company can adopt the changes and they make a changes and they produce the products according to the changes. Cost effectiveness. Distribution channel helps to, it gives offers, it gives incentives for the channel members so that they work effectively. So it increases the efficiency among the channel members. Then flexibility. Flexibility means distribution channel helps to reach the consumer easily. So if the demand is increased, you can easily reach the consumer. You can supply more to the consumers. So easily you can supply the goods at a right time, at a right place with the distribution channel. So effective distribution channel helps to, it is flexible so that you can adopt the changes. If the demand is more, you can supply more to the market. If the demand is less, you can reduce your supply. So it's a flexible. So these all are the objectives of distribution channel. Next, functions of distribution channel. Another first one, the primary function of distribution channel is bridge the gap between the production and consumption. The main or primary objective is to reach the final consumers. So the gap between the manufacturer or producer to the final consumer. It bridge the gap between the manufacturer to the consumers. Next, a close study of market is extremely essential. A sound marketing plan depends upon thorough marketing study. So, distribution channel helps to study the market. So, study of market changes, analyzing the changes in the market and the reason for changes. So, how you can improve your business. So, this study helps to make the strategy. So, distribution channel helps to study the market thoroughly. Next one, the distribution channel is also responsible for promoting the product. So, distribution channel members or the intermediaries, they promote your product. They influence your consumers to purchase your products. So, they influence the non-consumers or non-users to make use of your product. Then, awareness regarding products and their offers should be created among the customers. So, these intermediaries or channel members, they give information about your product. So, they promote your product. They create awareness regarding the product and other offers what you are giving. So, this distribution channel helps to create awareness among your customers about your offers and the products. Next, creating contacts or prospective buyers and maintaining relationship with the existing ones. Creating contact or prospective buyers and maintaining relationship with the existing ones. Distribution channel helps to maintain a good relationship with the existing customer, as well as it creates contact between the new customers and prospective customers. Next, understanding the consumer needs and adjusting the offers accordingly. So, this distribution channel helps to study the market, as well as it helps to study the consumers. So, by studying the consumer behavior and consumer needs and wants, you can make the changes. So, you can make the changes and you can give offers and you can produce according to the changes, according to the needs and wants of consumers. Negotiate the price and other offers related to the products as per the consumer demands. If the consumer or negotiate with your product price, so that you can make a strategy. You can make a strategy with your pricing policy for the product, so that you can give offers for the product. So, if the consumers are negotiating for the price, means you will fix higher price, relatively higher price for your product. Then, while negotiating the price, you will give offers, or you will reduce the price. You will reduce the price and give offers or discount for the consumers. For example, if the product price is 100 rupees, means if the consumer are negotiating or if they ask you for the discounts, so by studying the market, you will get to know the information about this negotiation, so that you will fix the price 120 rupees. So at the time of bargaining, you will give discount of rupees 20. You will sell it at 100. So, the price remains the same, but you'll give the offers. So, use this strategy. By this information, you can make a strategy with a price. So, you can make a strategy with a price so that it attracts the customers. You can maintain a good relationship with the customers, as well as you can make profit for your organization. So, from the study of market as well as the consumers, you can make the strategies. Next, storage and distribution of goods. Distribution channel helps to store the goods, store the produced goods. So, you need to maintain some stock to meet the demands of the consumers. If the demand is suddenly increased, the company should be able to supply the goods to the market. So, this distribution channel helps to maintain and store the goods. Catering to the financial requirements for the smooth working of the distribution channels. So, this distribution channel helps to maintain a smooth flow in this distribution channels. So, it meets the financial requirements. So, effective distribution channel depends on the financial requirements. You need to fulfill the requirements, this distribution channel members requirements. So you need to give offers and incentives for the middlemen so that they work effectively. So it helps in smooth working of your distribution channel. Next, risk taking, for example by stock holding. Risk taking, for example, stock holding. For example, if the demand is more for one goods, means for example onion, if the demand for onion is increased, demand for the onion is increasing, means the manufacturer or the agent, they hold goods, automatically the price will increases. If the demand as well as the price is increased, means they try to hold the goods and they wait for some time, then further the price will increases. The demand is increased, then the price, they can increase the price, then sell it in the market so that they make a profit. They can make profit out of this goods holding or stock holding, so that they use this strategy in order to in order to make more profits. So this storage of goods, so this distribution channel, it helps to store the goods. By this strategy, they can hold the stock so that they make a profit in future. So it is a risky process, but they can make profit if they work effectively. So these all are the functions of distribution channel. These all are the functions of distribution channel. So this all about today's session. In the next session, let us continue with the types of distribution channel and the factors which influence your distribution channel. So this all about today's session. Let us meet in the next session. Until then, keep watching. Thank you.